When F&M introduced Freedom, four-color process heat transfers to the market, we opened a whole new world of full-color capability, like this full-color football player, to heat press decorators across the country. This game-changing screen-printed four-color process technology presents some new challenges in artwork preparation. Understanding how your colors are going to be produced will ensure your finished products meet your expectations. Freedom four-color process transfers are produced using four-color process, which is cyan, yellow, magenta, and black, CMYK. Those are colors of ink. Unfortunately, our graphic monitors present colors in RGB, red, green, and blue. Those are colors of light. So the accuracy of the colors on your screen don't always match the accuracy of the colors that are printed. A good example of this is if you go to your local electronics store and you see all the TVs on display, and they're all showing the same graphic, but they all look slightly different. Your computer is the same way. Each monitor is going to show your image in a slightly different shade. Now, understanding how these colors are going to translate into CMYK is important. One area in particular where customers get in trouble is with blues. A lot of times blues will look blue on screen, however the CMYK mix, the percentage of cyan, yellow, magenta, and black will vary and sometimes produce a purple shade. So we have on screen here 3 different graphics with 3 different colors of ink, and I'm going to select those to illustrate the differences in the mix and just show you which of these will print purple and which of these will print blue. Now this is something we check for when you send us your file, so oftentimes you'll get a pre-flight back from us where we inspected your file, and before we went to press with it, we kick it back to you with some questions. And we're going to pull up this color swatch and just take a look. Now the mix here, this is your C stands for cyan, M is magenta, Y is yellow, and K is black. These 4 colors mix in percentages to create the color of ink that you'll see in your transfer. Now, basic color theory, we have cyan and magenta, 100% of each. That is going to produce a purple color. Unfortunately, some of the default colors in the color palettes in Illustrator and CorelDRAW have blue shades that are 100% cyan and 100% magenta. When those are printed, they're actually going to shift and turn purple. Let's look at the next color here. This is a good royal, and you can see here that the mix on the royal is 100% cyan, 67 magenta, and 12% K or black. Now this mix, the important number that we want to look for is the difference between the cyan and the magenta. If we have a 30% difference, meaning 30% more cyan than magenta, we're confident that we're going to get a blue shade. If we have a difference that is not 30%, you're likely to get a purple shade. So that's how blues and purples work inside of 4-color process. Now, when we notice in your file an issue like this purple above, where there's 100% cyan and 100% magenta, oftentimes we'll send you back an email with this document, and it shows you a list of true blues or blues that are going to print as you would expect them, be good solid blues, and a list of true purple colors. And if you notice, the CMYK breakdown is here for each of those colors, and in the true blues there's always going to be a 30% or greater difference between the cyan and magenta. In the purples, you'll notice there's pretty much an even mix of of cyan and magenta to create a purple color. And you can see in the document here, there's a note here for deep sea blue. This is one of those colors in CorelDRAW that is listed as deep sea blue. The name is blue, however, it's 100% cyan and 100% magenta. When that's produced in CMYK, that will print purple. So when you check your files, you want to check the difference between the cyan and magenta to make sure you're getting a true purple or a true blue, depending on the desires of your art file.